Welcome to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection since 1991. I'm Linda Karnauskas, and I want to thank you for joining us on this Monday, August 8th. We have an informative show for you today. First, we'll be talking with Gina Shepard, Sarah Perkle, and Linda Karnauskas from the Salvation Army, and we're going to hear all about the Shop for a Cop and the Backpack Program. And then later on in the show, we're going to be talking with Wayne Nelson from the Gem and Mineral Club here in Steele County and learn what that's all about. So you'll want to stay with the program today. We also at this time would like to welcome back the Steele County Free Fair as a sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show. We're always welcome to have them and encourage you to get out to the fair. The Owatonna Today Show welcomes your comments and suggestions regarding show topics or guests. You can do so by emailing us at the Owatonna Today or at owatonnatoday@charter.net or by calling our show's producer Leanne T at 390-5751. We will take a short break to hear a word from our sponsors, and then we'll be right back to hear all about the Salvation Army Shop for a Cop. So please stay with us.
Hi, I'm Jody Voisin with the staff at Fairview Animal Medical Center, your other family doctor. Fairview Animal Medical Center is a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
Recreational fires are allowed within the Owatonna city limits. They must be contained within a fire pit or a device designed for such use and can be 3 feet in diameter and no more than 3 feet high. They must be 25 feet from a building or combustibles. Only untreated or unpainted woods must be used. Fires must be attended by a person at all times that are capable of extinguishing the fire. This has been a safety tip from the Owatonna Fire Department.
Hi, I'm Betsy Linger from the Owatonna Foundation. Your generosity has made Owatonna a better place to live by benefiting our community, the arts, recreation, and education. Please consider a donation today. The Owatonna Foundation is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
It's fair time in Owatonna, Minnesota's biggest county fair. The Steele County Free Fair runs August 16th to the 21st. It's a show for the entire family. 40 thrilling rides on the Gold Star Amusement Midway. David Smith Jr. is back for 2 human cannonball shots daily on the Midway. 8 great grandstand shows, beer garden entertainment every day, 4 free outdoor entertainment stages. Grow, sow, and show it at the 2016 Steele County Free Fair in Owatonna.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. And welcome to the show, ladies.
Thank you.
It's August already, do you believe it? We're well into
I know, I can't
week.
believe it.
So happy August.
Yes. It was kind of nice sleeping last night. The weather was great.
Right, well, that's good because you've got a lot to do when you wake up, I hear.
Yes, absolutely.
Why don't we go across the table and introduce each of us here, and we can start with you.
I'm Gina Shepard. I'm the case manager at Salvation Army.
I'm Linda Karnauskas. I am the service unit chairperson for Steele County Salvation Army.
And I'm Sarah Perkle. I am a regional thrift store manager with the Salvation Army.
All right, and you each have a specific duty, but you come together as a team
do.
always, right?
We are a pretty bunch of team.
They talk about Salvation Army being one army. We truly are, and this is where our army begins.
Linda, let's start with you a little bit. What does the service chairman do?
Well, I coordinate the Christian Care Ministries, which is we go to the nursing homes, provide entertainment and coffee and cookies or some treat and some type of entertainment for them. And they just love it. They're singing along and tapping along, and that is we usually do that in the spring or the fall. We did it in the fall, but then we decided to just do it in the spring because of the kettle campaign, that it just took too much. So we do it in the spring or during the summer.
And you also organize the kettle campaign, so but does that mean the scheduling or?
No, I don't do the scheduling. I just kind of help get everything ready. It's like in the morning I will go around, I will put the kettles out that day, that weekend, or actually the weekend before Thanksgiving. We can put them in the stores, the grocery stores. And I set them out each morning, and then after they're all out, I go around and make sure they're out and there's there's ringers there, and if there's anything they need. And I do that a couple times too during the day if I get the chance. And then the service unit, as our service unit members help at night, what they do is we take turns going and emptying the kettles and taking it to the bank and stuff like that.
So a very important asset to the team. Gina, your title is caseworker, correct?
I am, yes. I do deal with different crises that people may be in, help with financial needs, help with different programs that we run throughout the year.
Okay. And Sarah, your particular title?
Yeah, I'm a regional thrift store manager, so I share a lot of my time between the Owatonna and Faribault stores. I do sometimes travel a little ways. We do have 5 thrift stores within the service extension, so I have the opportunity to go and work with those teams as well. But with these ladies, really, I'm just there to help. I'm sometimes hands, I'm sometimes heart, I'm sometimes just, go out and grab things and bring them and that kind of thing.
I will say I have a really great story about the back to school program. So some of you may know, some of you don't know, we have a back to school program. And during that back to school program, we give 850 backpacks with school supplies away to kids in need in this community. I will say that sometimes it's not enough. In fact, we went here in Owatonna, we were supposed to go until 7 p.m. We ran out of backpacks by 5 o'clock. So we always see the need here. So, but with every program, there's always a little glitch. I love my Sarah. So here's what happens. She's going to be so embarrassed. I love this though. So this program, we've been running it for about 10 years. And with anything that you do when you're coordinating it, there's always this little glitch in it. So we had everything down like we thought we did. And the Thursday before the program was supposed to start, we found out we don't have any school supplies. So that gave us the weekend to try and fill 850 backpacks. So being a strong leader I marched over into Sarah's office and started to cry. So immediately Sarah just sat there, looked at me, shook her head, and said, all right. She grabbed a purse, swung it over her shoulder, marched out and said, okay, I'm going to go get the van. I'm going to start getting school supplies. And I will tell you, by Monday, we had all the school supplies we needed. So it was fantastic.
So you're not going to tell how you did it. It's all part of
It's all secret society stuff. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, that's funny. Little owls in the back room, right?
And you know what? And I tell you, every year it's always something like that. But I will tell you, as far as little glitches, it goes so well too. We have Linda over here who calls me up the second day is when we start filling backpacks. And remember, we're doing 850 backpacks. Well, I went out and I was getting some snacks and stuff for the volunteers, making a couple calls to my office. And an hour and a half into filling backpacks, Linda calls me and says, stop getting lunch, we're done. I mean, that's how organized it is.
Yeah, yes. We had people we didn't even ask for. We had people coming in the door.
60 volunteers?
We had 60 volunteers that morning. Wonderful. And I'm getting lunch for everybody. I went to Walmart and got hot dogs. I was going to make hot dogs for everybody by the time I got back.
Well, quickly,
they were done.
For those that are listening with the backpack program, do you take donations for backpacks and supplies?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So they could drop those off at the store. And when does that launch, actually?
The first week in August, usually.
Okay, so... But if anybody had extra pencils, something they wanted, just bring it by the store.
And they still can. There will be many kids who, are either new to our community or that realize that they don't have everything that they need, and those families can still come in and see Gina to get, some help with things that they might need. Yeah, it's great. Right. I want to just give a shout out to all of the service unit members, especially the team that came together and helped create all of that. Linda, it's like you do such a great job at all of our service unit meetings and everything. Try and get that energy going and that fire built up in everybody. We had such a great turnout of volunteers. I know Corrine Ratzloff worked really hard to get those people involved.
She coordinated most of the volunteers. I did some, but she did.
Service unit, are you speaking about different like committees as we would know them.
We're a committee,
This
is what it is.
In-house
Service unit
Yeah, so
is our
different
committee.
committees. Okay,
Yeah,
great.
it's our committee.
Okay.
We run the programs, or we decide when they're going to be, what we're going to do.
And we really reached out the last few years. This year was the first time that we stopped at Allendale with our backpacks. And every year we get a little bit nervous when we start adding new places because we wonder if people are going to show up, if the word gets out, because not everybody knows about this backpack program. And so what ended up happening is we pulled our truck up and there were people waiting for us, and it was such a good feeling. And it's also just a reminder that, in every community there's a need, and Salvation Army just wants to be out there and doing the most good in every community.
Let's touch on the Shop for a Cop program.
Oh, sure.
What's that about?
Well, what we do is we take kids that we see being the most in need in positive reinforcement from law enforcement and connections, and let them go school shopping, for clothes and things like that with the officers.
Okay, so Salvation Army is so much more than just drop your things off at the
boy.
doorstep.
Yeah,
It is,
there
for
are
sure.
a lot of things that we do. Then, the thing of it is that we're not out there, banging a drum and telling the whole world about every single thing that we do. So this is just a really great opportunity for us to be able to come on and share and talk about some of the things that are happening and where those kettle dollars go. It's like right after the fair, we start recruiting for bell ringing. We start saying, hey, if you want to be a bell ringer, that's a great time to sign up. Take the pressure off from us so that we don't have to make so many phone calls at the end of the year,
Sarah, let's talk about the store, but the fair.
Sure.
Is there going to be a booth? Is there what?
We do not have a booth at the fair. We are so close that we actually feel like we're part of the fair.
Yeah.
We do offer fair parking, so people can come and park with us, and that money is also a donation to the Salvation Army. So anyone who takes that opportunity and parks with us, we're right kitty corner from the Midway, so it works really well. Fair parking will be $5 this year, and we've got a big lot over there, so come and see us.
And there'll be somebody out there that they can just give their money to? or whatever?
Yeah. Right now our staff is really, really short. We are hiring for some positions. So we're hoping that we'll be able to find enough volunteers that'll come out and give us a hand with the fair parking. So we're going to be working with a lot of different people out there. So yeah, we'll be giving tickets to put in the window and taking in money and doing some good things with it.
Quickly, any tips, since school's coming and people are getting ready, any tips for the store, drop-offs, anything you'd want the viewers to know about the store?
We're right in the middle of the season right now, so we're taking in everything. There are times when the doors, it's got a sign up that says that we're not able to take things in right now. It's just because we're inundated for a short period of time. We work really hard to try and get through that inventory. So. Okay. No real special instructions. We are taking all kinds of household miscellaneous, kitchenware, that kind of thing, as well as clothing.
Thank you, ladies. We've enjoyed learning more about the Salvation Army, and be looking for the bell ringing sign up, right? We need bell ringers to get our proceeds in.
We need bell ringers. Start thinking about it now.
We appreciate all you do. Thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
We will take a short break to hear a word from our sponsors, and then we'll be right back with Wayne Nelson and the Gem and Mineral Club. So please stay with us.
Hi, I'm Jean Newkirk, personal banker here at Bremer Bank. Come see me today for our current retail loan specials and any of your banking needs.
And I'm Ryan Gillespie, mortgage loan officer here at Bremer Bank in Owatonna, and I'm happy to help you with all of your home loan needs. Come see us today.
I didn't just want another job, I wanted a career, so I expressed myself.
I was new to town and I didn't know where to turn for a job, so I decided to express myself.
I decided to express myself, and they helped find the right career for me.
Express Employment Professionals is in contact with thousands of companies in need of quality employees. Come in now and get the job you deserve.
Express yourself today.
I'm Bill Owens with the Owatonna Business Incubator. Whether your business is just starting out or is expanding, we have the office space and manufacturing space that you need. As the Small Business Counseling Center for this region, we are able to help you in your expansion or your startup of your business. We are a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, I'm Tim Anderson, the owner of Anytime Fitness, where we make getting healthy affordable and convenient. Anytime Fitness is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Owatonna Public taking pride in our community, listening to what you say, a voice you can talk to. We're growing with you in mind in everything we do. Owatonna Public Utilities.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. We'd like to welcome Wayne Nelson of the Steele County Gem and Mineral Club. Hi, Wayne.
Hello, thank you.
Thank you for coming in and sharing all about your passion or hobby or interest, what would you call yourself?
Well, we're known as rock hounds.
Okay.
And we go out in the field, collect stones, minerals, different areas in the country. And I like to refer to myself as a collector of God's art rather than a rock hound.
And we're going to learn all about that in just a second. Wayne, tell us just a little bit about yourself and your life here in Owatonna.
Well, I moved to the area in about 1981, and through friends we got introduced into the Minnesota Mineral Club, and we joined there, and then eventually we joined the Steele County Gem and Mineral Club, and we started collecting, and it's just blossomed from there.
Has the club been a wealth of information for you as well?
Yes, yes. We've had, some of the original members. Not many of them are with us today, but probably the most influential one is Tom Stockwell from here in town, Uncle Tom's. And we've had a very good relationship with them and the club members, yes.
And you're always welcoming new members, I'm sure.
All the time, yeah, especially families with children.
Let's focus on why we need a club and why a club becomes helpful. I would think learning would be one thing, but let's talk about what you find here in the way of gems and minerals. Can you explain the difference for us between gems and minerals?
Well, your gemstones are you have precious, semi-precious, your diamonds, rubies, sapphires, things like that, and what's available more to the everyday collector would be agates, for example, is a big item that people go after. And there are many agates, types of agates throughout the United States, throughout the world. And we have our own here in Minnesota. Our state stone is the Lake Superior agate. And so it's a way to get out. And mineral collecting, again, is then you're getting into Thompsonites, which I have some samples of here. It's from the North Shore. It's a zeolite mineral. It's the only place in the world that this type of a gemstone is found.
And why is that?
Well, it's Mother Nature, where things went. The minerals that seep down into the vugs in lava, air bubbles, pockets, however you want to describe them, and then through time they form into God's designs.
Because many times being up in Lake Superior is a very popular place for searching for agates.
Yes.
And I just thought, is there a particular reason that they're so prevalent there?
Yes, the glaciers came from the northeast, and as they came down, probably I don't know exactly how close into southern Minnesota they came, but when they left and when they receded, they left the material that they picked up and carried with them, and that is the direction that the agates came from. So you find them more in the eastern part of Minnesota, central to eastern part. Everything from the west was a different glacier coming up from the northwest part of the continent, and there are just clear agates. We call them honey agates.
So someone said, gee, that sounds like fun. They wanted to get started. Would there be a book or something you could recommend? Would they have to have some knowledge before they headed out to know what they're looking for?
Yes, it's always helpful that way. You could check, with your local library. I know that they have a number of books here. I know there are books for sale out at Uncle Tom's Rock Shop on agates and different rocks, how to identify them.
Let's show our viewers some of the of your collection that you brought. Since we're on the topic of agates, why don't you begin with that?
Okay, this is a Lake Superior agate, and I call it my true Minnesota agate because the design is in the elongated shape of the state of Minnesota.
That's really something.
And I found this one actually around a friend's house here in town, and I polished it. And then the front items up here are Thompsonite, and that comes from Lake Superior, from Lutsen to Grand Marais, and that is also the Minnesota State Mineral. And
beautiful, just beautiful.
We have one example here of the Thompsonite still in the basalt.
Okay.
And it has not been polished, so that's what it looks like.
So really, that you would know once you read up a little bit and know what you're looking for. That's what it would look like laying on the beach somewhere. Or did you have to dig that up?
This was hard rock mining out of the basalt. It's very hard.
Okay.
And it.
So you really have to know, because to extract it without harming it is a whole method.
That is correct.
Right. Okay. And then what else do you have there?
Well, I have, this is a Brazilian agate, and I call it Winter Wonderland.
Wow.
If you look at it, it looks like a frozen lake, and the mountains and hills in the background are covered with snow.
Why was it cut off at that particular area?
You just you cut it.
I'm just wondering if you cut it more towards the heavier part of the stone, if the mountains got bigger. It's just funny that it cuts right there and it's that beautiful
A lot of
picture.
times it's if you go a quarter of an inch into it, you lose your pattern.
Okay.
And the other last item, this is what I call my roadster. In there, it looks like a car, and probably about 80% there. So.
Now, did you suspect that this was these particular stones or gem? Is that considered mineral there? God's artwork?
Yes.
Okay, so when you find a piece of a mineral like that, how do you know there might be a artwork inside like that?
You really don't until you cut it.
So you just say, I wonder. And
yes.
Okay. So.
And again, if you cut this a quarter of an inch away, you might not even see a car.
Mm-hmm. And does the polishing process bring it out?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then when you see one, do you just, wow, you just never get tired of it, I suppose?
That's correct, yes. And I have a display that I'm going to have at the Steele County Fair this year of pictures in stone. And these two items will be in there.
Now, what has been the most significant find in the club or for you?
Boy.
Or the most interesting?
Yeah, I have, I guess I have many, so it's hard to pick out a favorite. I mean, I've had where I pick up one item, I dig it out, and I turn it over, and there's a big crystal underneath it that was never exposed.
Wow.
And that was in the Black Hills. And so
it's thrilling.
Yes.
No matter how long you've been doing it.
That is correct.
And you also, your wife helps you.
Yes.
And what is your wife's name?
Marilyn.
Okay. And so how do you team up with this interest?
Well, we enjoy collecting. It's getting out into nature, walking. It's more the thrill of the hunt than what you find. But she does designs and makes necklaces, earrings.
I can see why they're so beautiful.
Oh, yes.
Let's now, where will the Gem Club be having their display at the fair?
Yes, we're in the Fine Arts Building, and we have 2 display cases there, just before the art area.
And one of the features of the Steele County Gem and Mineral Club will be the God's Art?
Yes.
Okay. How many hobbyists will be having their work displayed there?
Well, we probably have, anywhere from 10 to 20 people.
Well, great.
Because it is open to other people to bring in, not just club members. So.
And if somebody wants to come out and visit the Steele County Gem and Mineral Club, where would they come and when do you meet?
We meet on the second Monday of the month at the City Library up in the Gainey Room. And it starts 7 o'clock.
And they can find you on Facebook, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Thanks, Wayne, for sharing. Beautiful.
Thank you for having me.
We will take a short break to hear a word from our sponsors, and then we'll be right back, so please stay with us.
Hi, I'm Rich from Sign Pro and Auto Trim Design, a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show. Come and see us for all your sign and truck accessory needs.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. We want to thank Wayne Nelson hearing all about the Steele County Gem and Mineral Club. Well, it's that special time in our program when we talk about what's happening in our community. Anyone wishing to apply for work at one of the Steele County Free Fair vendors should stop into the fair office and register your name. Vendors will contact you directly. Yoga on the Patio is beginning on Tuesdays, August 9th through September 20th at 10 a.m. This will be at the Steele County Historical Society. It's a 7-week series. Yoga on the Patio, $3 for drop-in. Riverbend Nature Center invites you to join their growing rain garden care crew. On Tuesday, August 9th, interested individuals will meet from 4 to 5 p.m. to do maintenance on Riverbend's rain garden. Participation in the rain garden care crew is free of charge. Movie in the Park will be Friday, August 12th at Central Park. Rain date is August 13th, and we're celebrating the 2016 Rio Olympic Games with a showing of Rio 2 Under the Stars. Movie will begin at sunset. Come a little early to join in the fun, as we'll be playing some Olympic-themed games an hour before movie time. Wolfstock, join us, Wolfstock Music, Lake Chase Dog Park, August 26th, 5 to 7 p.m., featuring Jake Jones. Join us for a meet and greet of past Roosevelt School, staff, students, families, and friends, Saturday, August 20th from 3 to 5 p.m. Weekend of Steele County Fair, Darts Park Pavilion, use Cherry Street entrance. Please spread the word. Also, Sundays in the State Summer Series Movies Series will start on 215 North Cedar, August 28th. Remember the Titans, so you want to be there for that movie. Well, we hope you enjoyed today's show, and we hope you'll join us on Wednesday when we'll get an update with the Owatonna Police Department, and we'll be visiting with Laverne Wanyas, a concertina player, so you want to stay tuned with us on Wednesday. Until then, have a great day and join us on Wednesday.